Hello, quilt artisans. My name is Shonda, and welcome to my channel under the Needle Quilting and Crafts. So it's Friday. I did not get a chance to make a video yesterday, and that was because I was spending my time doing something that I had procrastinated, which was completing my family's football pool. So I needed to finish getting everybody's name up here. I needed to go through the money, double count the boxes, make sure I had everything right, make sure I had all the money, because we do a Super Bowl pool every year for the Super Bowl. So, and I had to do the drawing, to get the numbers up here and on the side to get those numbers. I'll show you guys what I mean. Hold on. I actually can't show you exactly because it's still printing, but so the way we do it, and I'm assuming everybody does it like this, we don't pre-print these numbers, right? Because if we pre-print these numbers, then there are certain numbers that you're more likely to get in a football score. Zeros and ones. Those would be the popular numbers. 3 would be a popular number, but 5 would not be. 9 might be popular. 7 could be popular, but there are some numbers, especially in combination, that would not, they would be less favorable. And so to make it fair, we populate those numbers at the end. After everyone signed up for all 100 boxes, then we populate these numbers. And so the way it kind of works is that, you have a 0 here and a 0 here. So at the end of the quarter, AA would be the winner if both teams have a number ending in 0. That's kind of how we do it. So for me to do mine, to make it fair, I used the tiles that we got from Fallon, the ones that I am giving away today. I used these. So I got numbers 0 through 9 in purple and 0 through 9 in the blue. And I put them in this, and I drew randomly, right? And so it would be like, oh, I got purple 8. So purple, I think purple was the top line. So the first number would have been the number 8. And that's kind of how I did mine. So that's kind of what I had to do last night. Also had to finish up the bingo cards. Those are printing because I wanted to redo the bingo cards. We do bingo as well. We do football bingo, Super Bowl bingo. And the way that works is like, my uncle used to do all this. This is one of my grandmother's brothers. So he used to be in charge of all of this. But he just moved to Florida. Well, not just. Late last year, he moved to Florida. So he's not here to do this anymore. And so it kind of got passed down to me. Yay. Woohoo. And I'm a big procrastinator. But this is not something I can mess up. So to redo the bingo cards, I wanted to go through and like change some of the stuff, because I think like one of the things on the bingo cards we were using was like a GoDaddy commercial. And I don't know about you, but I haven't seen a GoDaddy commercial during the Super Bowl in quite some time. I don't even know if GoDaddy still exists. So I wanted to update those categories and stuff like that to be more representative of the commercials that we might expect to see this year. So I had to do all that. So all that's done. That's how I spent my Thursday. That's why I didn't get a video made. But at least it's done. I could put it all in an envelope. I'm going to put it in the car so I don't forget it, because I'll get murdered if I forget that stuff. I'll have to drive back and get it if I forget it. So everything's printing now. So tonight I'm about to do a live. This is going to be a very short video. I'm about to do a live with Katy, the Greenland quilter. That's going to start at 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, which is 30 minutes from now. I just got back from work. I've just got my camera set up because I wanted to have more than one camera. So working on that. But as far as what I've gotten done, not much. So I've been working on this Ruana for quite some time. You guys have seen it quite a few times. I'm not going to pull the whole shebang out, but I've been working on this for quite some time. And I had been really excited about working on it. I mentioned that in my last video that I was like really excited to work on that. And I jumped in and I had gotten all these rows done and I was so proud of myself. And then I realized that I got my color sequence out of order and I was not going to be happy with it. And I had to rip it all out. It was quite upsetting. And because after that, I kind of didn't want to touch it anymore. I think yesterday is the first day I picked it up because this happened. I think it was on Monday. And I was just kind of rolling through, you know, and then when I found that mistake, I was like, because I've made other mistakes on this, but to me, they weren't as noticeable. But this was like, it was a significant piece of the striping pattern and I could not let it stand. And it's not the first time. I've messed this up before and had to rip out, 8, 9, 10 rows. Now they're short rows because it's a Ruana and I'm doing the flaps that come over. But sometimes I've made the mistake on both sides and had to rip it all out. So for now, I'm just going to try to be a bit more careful until I'm done with the color striping. Once the color stripes are done, then I have to put the border around or the edging around the entire thing. And then I have to add the plaid, the faux plaid. So there's still quite a bit to be done for me to finish that. I have not touched any of my other crochet projects. Well, that's not true. I'm about halfway through one of my squares. I think last video I showed you guys this one that I had made. But when I was trying to show you, I think in the last video, I talked a little bit about the drabness, why I changed my color palette. And because I was originally going to use the Lion brand Pound of Love. And then when I started using it, it just looked too blah and I wasn't able to find that square. I still haven't found it, but I did take a picture of it. And so I'm going to compare it to the one that I'm making now. All right, so this is the square that I'm making now with my new color palette, right? Right? This is what I'm making. And this is how it looks. This is the color palette that I had originally chosen. Let's see if I can get that to, you can see the blue, you can kind of see the green. This is what I was originally working with. And when I finished this square, that's when I knew that this color palette was not going to work for me, what I was using, that I needed something a bit more bright. Maybe if it was summertime, this was something I could have continued to work on. But with it being winter, and we were going through like a real cold stretch when I started working on the blanket using the original 4 colors of Lion brand, these colors. So we had gotten snow a couple of times. It was exceptionally cold. So maybe, and I was going into the office as well, because that's pretty much where I work on this, is in the office for the most part. When I'm like on calls or, meetings and blah, 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 it's kind of what I, work on this. When I get my lunch break, because there's no point in me going out, I get an hour for lunch. Where am I going? So, this is something just to work on during those times. And maybe if I was home, it would have been easier to work with the drab colors. Like maybe if I had been home, it would have been okay. Or maybe if it had been summertime and the sun was shining and the leaves are green, maybe it would have been okay. But in January, no. These colors just didn't work for me. They just did not. And I am liking these much better. So that's really all I've worked on. I haven't worked on anything else. I have not sewn a single stitch. Nope, I haven't. I haven't sewn anything. So tonight's going to be a sew night for me. at least to start. I've got some stuff I want to work on. So tonight's going to be a sew night for me for the live. At least I'm going to start out sewing. It's from 4 to 7. And so I want to start out sewing and see how much I can get done in those 3 hours. If I get tired of sewing, I'll switch to crochet. But I really kind of want to spend all 3 hours doing sewing, because I can always, after the live, go crawl back into my bed, and I can crawl back into my bed and do some crochet then. So I kind of just want to take these 3 hours and see what I can realistically get done at this sewing machine. So that's the plan for tonight. I'm going to put the link to that live in the description below if anybody wants to join. But our giveaway winner, of the, where I put them up so they, well, this is my set. Oh, I'm sorry, I put them up here. There they go. So the giveaway winner who wins these labels, these quilt labels, and these are from So Be It Quilts, and these are acrylic quilt labels, and we have letters A through Z and numbers 0 through 9. I've been just kind of tinkering around with these for various things. Of course, the first thing that I use them for is non-quilting related, right? The very first thing that I use them for is to do my family's football pool. But multitasking, right? Multitasking. So I do plan on using these today when I'm sewing to keep what I'm doing organized. I do plan on doing that. And I'm probably going to take mine, and mine will probably go in here. So mine will be on the ring, but then the ring will be in this little bag. And then that's how I'll keep all of my stuff together. That way, because I know me, and I know sometimes I'm going to use these. And when I'm done, I'm not going to put it back on the ring right away. I know myself, and I don't want to lose them. So we got this bag with the 12 Days of Quilting, the very first one Monique did over at Open Gate, the very first one she did. All of the boxes had like a little handmade something in them, and this is what I got from Monique. And so that's what I'm going to be using this for, to put my tiles in, so that I have another way so that way, like I said, if I'm using them and I don't feel like opening up the ring and putting it back on the ring right away, at least they have a designated spot where they can kind of hang out, and I can just kind of toss them in there and they'll be nice and safe. And it's big enough for me to fit both of these in here. So it's just a perfect little use of this little pouch. Plus it's pretty, and it's purple, and I love purple. And so it can just kind of hang out. But the winner is Cheryl Christopher 4315. That is Cheryl Christopher 4315. So Cheryl, you are the winner of these acrylic quilt labels. My email address is in the description. Shoot me an email with your full name and address, and I will get these in the mail to you. I'm terrible at mailing. So today is Friday. I am supposed to go to the UPS store tomorrow. So if I have your stuff by then, this might be able to go out tomorrow. But realistically, it takes me about a week to get it in the mail after I get your information. But there's a shot. There's a shot that if I get your email today, that I might be able to get this out tomorrow. So email me, Cheryl, and congratulations. That's really it for me. I haven't done a whole lot of sewing. Like I said, I plan to get some done today. I'm actually excited about that. And I do plan to get some sewing done tomorrow as well. That would be nice. because Sunday is pretty much a no day for me. I'm making meatballs. I'm not making difficult things. We're just kind of doing snacky finger foods. But Adrian's doing a baked spaghetti for the Super Bowl party. And I say party, but I use the word party loosely. Okay. Because I'm partying with my grandmother. My grandmother was born in 1939. Okay. So my grandmother is going to be, what, 86 when for her birthday next month. And my mom is going to be there. My mom is 65. She'll be 66. I'll probably be the youngest person there. And I'm 48. No, because Adrian will be there. He always bails me out. He's always the baby. Because my sister won't be there. My sister and her husband are taking a trip, so they won't be there. Or else they would be the youngest ones. Actually, no, I think Adrian is still a year younger than my sister. So yeah, he's always the youngest one. But other than him, like, everybody who's going to be there is like 50 plus. So it's not really a party. It's more family gathering. I feel like party is a really generous word. But I love my family. I think we're going to have a good time. So I'm excited about it. And let's be real. You know, time is not promised. And you got to take it when you can, you know. You got to take it when you can. So yeah, I'm having a Super Bowl party with my 60, 70, 80-year-old family, and I'm going to have a good time. So that is it for me, everyone. Oh, I forgot to say what I'm thankful for. I'm thankful I got all this stuff done, this Super Bowl stuff, because it was kind of grinding on me, right? It was kind of grinding on me. But I think now that I've done it, I kind of have a system. So I think it'll be a little bit smoother for next year. But I'm thankful I got this Super Bowl stuff done. I really am. And I'm actually really thankful for this live. I have not done a live in so long now. Just because, like, I'm not super social. I'm not the most social person, guys. I'm an incredible introvert. I am so introverted. Conversation does not come easy to me. I'm not one of those people. Like, I can't tell jokes, because when I tell jokes, then people think that I'm being serious and they're just jokes, but I'm not good at joking. You know, some people can say something like that. Some people can say something that coming from anyone else would sound rude, right? We know those people. Like Adrian is more of a people person, right? So Adrian can say something to somebody. The words themselves are rude, like kind of mean, but he doesn't mean it that way, and they don't take it that way. But if I say those same words, like, they're gonna want to fight me. I just not. I don't. That's why I don't tell jokes. Because I'm not good at it, and we have to know what our strengths are, right? And play to those. And joking is not one of mine. So anyway, that's it for me, guys. Like, comment, subscribe. Cheryl Christopher 4315. Email me your information so I can get this out in the mail to you. And join the live if you get a chance. Or watch the replay if you don't. Bye, guys.